Hello Year 10, Mr. Green here. I'm going to be taking you through the first lesson of topic 2 of the physics in Year 10, which is electricity. Our first lesson today is basic circuits, and our lesson objective is to describe basic circuits. So pause the video while you write that down as your title for today. Okay, start off as we start every lesson with a retrieval practice. If you could pause the video while you attempt these 5 questions, I'll then come back with the answers at the start after you've unpaused. Okay, question 1. Possible issue with wind power would be that it doesn't provide electricity when it's not windy, and it also gives visual pollution. It doesn't look nice when people are looking out at it. What equation links power, energy transfer and time? That would be power is energy divided by time. What's the unit of mass? Mass is measured in kilograms. Name 2 energy shift pathways. I'm going to give you 4 energy shift pathways. There are only 4, so any 2 of these will be fine. Radiation, mechanical, thermal and electric. And why is it important to reduce the amount of wasted energy? Because it conserves the amount of fuels that we use. It will mean there's more available for us to use later on. Okay, if you want to pause that to make sure you've got your answers, green pen your answers, and make sure you've got everything down there. Okay, our learning outcomes today are to use circuit symbols to draw circuit diagrams and to explain the use of simple components. So as we start, we'll start with these symbols. How many of these symbols do you already know? Pause the video, copy those symbols down, and next to them, write what you think that symbol means. We'll come back after you've unpaused and we'll name all of them so you can green pen and correct every single one of them. So pause the video now, copy those diagrams down. Okay, so for the first column, at the top we have an open switch, then a closed switch. Straight line with the short line next to it is a cell. A few cells together is referred to as a battery. Fifth one down with the triangle is referred to as a diode. That only allows electricity to go in one direction. We then have a resistor. That's a fixed resistor that resists the flow of electricity through it. Next one's a variable resistor. We can change the resistance like on a dimmer switch. And the bottom one is the LED. That's a light emitting diode. Those 2 arrows represent light going away from the diode. On the right hand side, circle with an X is a lamp. Box with a line going through it is a fuse. Circle with a V is a voltmeter. Circle with an A is an ammeter, that measures current. A resistor, a block with a line and a straight line going through it at the end, that's the thermistor, that's a resistor that reacts to heat. And finally at the bottom, that is the circle with a resistor with 2 lines. They represent light. That's a light dependent resistor. Again, could you pause the video and make sure you've got all those names. Okay, so we use symbols to represent electrical circuits. It's easier for us to do so. If we were going to draw complicated diagrams like the one on the left, then it would become a lot more difficult to state when someone has stated a circuit together and how that circuit works. On the right hand side it's a lot clearer and easier for us to see what's happening. Now if we're drawing a circuit diagram, we need to use pencil and ruler every single time. Again, if it comes up in the examination, that's the equipment you'd need to be using. Okay, so for these 6 on here, which circuit will work and why? Pause the video, have a look at them all and try and tell me which circuit will not work. Okay, the circuit where we won't get anything working is A, and that's because there's no battery or cell in there. That's not going to work at all. All the other cells on there will work perfectly fine. Every other circuit will work fine. As long as the circuit's closed, as long as the switches are closed, we'll get electricity flowing through and bulbs lighting up there. Okay, if you go to the back of your books, please, and draw the following symbols. I'm going to ask you to pause it in between so you get that and unpause to make sure you write quick test on your symbols. So, lamp. Looks like this. Cell. open switch. Close switch. Just like that. A battery. Excellent, more than one cell joined together. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is, in your books, use the ruler and a pencil to draw circuit diagrams for the following 4 circuits. A circuit with a cell, a variable resistor, an ammeter and a lamp. A circuit with a cell, a variable resistor, a lamp and a voltmeter around the lamp. A circuit with a diode, a variable resistor, an ammeter and a voltmeter around the diode. And for your big challenge at the end, draw a parallel circuit with an open switch, a bulb on each branch and a voltmeter on each branch around the bulb. Okay, if you pause the video so you have all of those in front of you, give yourself 10 minutes to answer those. Okay, so number 1, a circuit with a cell, variable resistor, an ammeter and a lamp. That would look like this. So our cell is at the top, variable resistor at the side, ammeter at the left and the lamp at the bottom. The cell with a circuit with a cell, variable resistor, lamp and voltmeter. Looks like that the voltmeter must be connected across the lamp. Circuit with a diode, that says variable resistor, ammeter and voltmeter around the diode. Looks like that. Again, pause the video to make sure you've got these correct. Put your voltmeter around the diode, variable resistor there. And your challenge answer, a parallel circuit with an open switch, a bulb on each branch and a voltmeter on each branch around the bulb would look like that. Doesn't matter if you've got 2, 3, 4 bulbs, it needs to repeat in the same pattern. Okay, why would we set up this circuit? What would that circuit allow us to achieve? Well, it would allow us to measure the current and the potential difference across that lamp. And that makes it easier for us to work out certain things. We're going to be looking at current and potential difference in the next few lessons. So get that circuit down. Please be noted that is a really useful circuit for us to know. Okay, quick exam question. If you pause the video and attempt this question for me. So if you pause the video now. Okay, component X. Component X is a resistor. Meter Y. Meter Y would be a voltmeter, so it would measure potential difference. And meter Z connected in series, it would measure current. Okay, draw lines to join the picture to the correct symbol. I've given them numbers and letters, so in your books you can write down 2C, 2A, 3B, whichever you think is right. Pause the video and get these correct. Okay, so pause the video and link those up. Okay, so 1 would be B, 2, D, 3, A, which would leave 4, C. Okay, that's the end for this video. Next video we'll talk about charge and current. There are worksheets available for you to do, so if you could start through those and really work through. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.